Well, welcome, Joana, first of all.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. So, by quick introduction again, for those that didn't recognize or didn't hear, Joana Andrade, my very, very dear friend and surf teacher. I'm super excited to interview you today. Joana is the only Portuguese and first woman to surf the big famous wave of Nazaré, which I'm sure many of you have heard about. And what I thought was interesting is to talk to you about a number of different things. Obviously about the big wave, but all the things that come with it, right? The fear, the preparedness, the mindfulness, and also a little bit about the environment. By quick introduction, my name is Benjamin. We met because I, in 2018, started to build a hotel in Ericeira, in the town that Joana is from. And last year we opened together, and Joana is our basically surf icon, building our entire surf program and really becoming an integral part of the entire experience in the hotel in Ericeira. And so the first thing that I wanted to touch on is, as you saw, surfing the big wave is a very different experience from the usual surfing, right? And so it's evident in the fact that 5 days ago, a very, very famous surfer, Marcio Freire, actually passed away and died in the big wave. And Joana was right there with him. And so I wanted to start with this kind of shocking moment, but it makes it clear of the danger that we're actually talking about here. So can you talk a little bit about what happened 5 days ago?
Well, hi everyone. Thank you to be here. Well, to be honest, I'm still in shock a bit because I was there and it was the first time someone died in Nazaré. So for the community of surf big waves was like shock. It was not a huge day, it was a big day. And Mario was already tired, we were surfing in the morning. And like live, like friends, they call us to start to say, hey, Mario, let's go second round, let's go surf again. And he said, okay, it's my last day, so why not? And he went to the water, he got very lucky, he surfed a huge wave.
How big are the waves, just for us to imagine?
You know, it's difficult to tell. It was not like this, for sure. It was like maybe enough the size of this. It's like maybe 10 meters, something. But yeah, it happened. And in this sport, we need to deal with that. Of course, I'm in shock because he was a good surfer. Actually, was the guy who was like start to surf in Jaws. And he was a professional surfer. But I think he was too much confident. And when we surf the big waves, we need to use a lot of protections. We seems like a RoboCop. So we use like one vest under the board, under the wetsuit to protect impact. And we use another vest, airbag vest.
Like an ABS.
Airbag vest, exactly. And Marcio was just using one vest, the impact vest. So he catch one wave in the face, and the second one, he come another one, and unfortunately, he stayed there. And we try, I was in a jet ski, I was finished my wave, I see all these things. When it happened this, we have like a radio, we talk with everyone. So we stop everyone to surf and everyone went. But we come late. So the team of Mario pushing to the beach, and straight away the lifeguards and the doctors start to, sorry. We start to reanimation, but it was too late. It's past.
How do you deal with that kind of danger, and why do you keep on going back out knowing that this is a real possibility of dying?
It's like adrenaline, you know? I live for adrenaline, and in a big waves, I understand what is fear. And I know how to deal with the fear, and I'm more ready to prepare to the death. But when I see the death in front of me, it's another game, it's another story. But of course, we need to have a lot of preparation before we go these huge waves. And it's not just mental, not just physical, it's mental and it's spiritual. And we need to connect these three.
So in the video earlier, we saw you actually in the hotel pool using the weights. So can you talk a little bit about the physical preparation, what it takes to be able to kind of dive and stay underwater for a sustained period of time? How do you prepare for that?
Well, I always say you can have like a physical body, go in shape, but if you don't have the mental part, you know, it can happen something. So we do a lot of preparation before to go to the water, and breathing techniques like you see in hotel, like hold the breath for long, because in a situation in Aethos, we stay like 2 minutes under the water, and it's like a washing machine. You see one leg to the side and the arm, so we need to be calm, 100% calm, and we need to trust in us. And that's it. And it's coming like the spiritual part. For me, it's very important when we do the big waves, because we need to visualize before we go, and we need to be ready for everything. So it's a preparation of meditation to go to these big waves. So I try to make a film in my mind before I go.
How many days of preparation does it take mentally before you go into the big wave?
Life.
An entire life.
No, it's like everything, you know. It's like every job. You need to be prepared, you know. First you believe, after you create, and after you conquer. And you need to have a preparation, but it's my life to have the preparation. But the days before, the 1 day before, I'm super nervous. The same I'm here. I think I'm more nervous here in the big waves, but it's normal. It's not my environment. So
as part of the preparation, we talk about the physical preparation, mental preparation. Is there anything else in terms of like nutrition or food or other things that you have to do to kind of get that strength?
Well, to be honest, yeah, but I'm not straight to the food. But for sure, when I go to the big waves, I try to don't eat too much. I try to like a smoothie or like something concentrated protein to give me energy. Because we spend a lot of hours in the water with the jet ski, in the cold water, so if we eat too much, it's not healthy.
And you mentioned to me that you're not, so Joana is not a professional surfer that's competing in the big competitions, right? You're a free surfer, as you say, you're one of the crazy ones. So what does that allow you to do versus having to compete in the competition? What's the difference?
Well, I used to be professional surfer in small waves, normal waves. But straight away, I understand, like, I like to compete, but I like to compete for myself, not for the others. And in the big waves, you're competing by yourself, and you're dealing with yourself. And my story about like how I changed to the small waves to the big waves, well, to be honest, I was always winning the competition when the waves was big. All my adversaries like say, it's too big for me, and it was like, Joana, like paddle to go. And one day I went to Nazaré watching the Garrett McNamara surf, and I was like looking to there and say, wow, this is crazy. This is to surf Everest. This is not a surf. This is another level of surf. But I went home, and something in my voice say, well, Joana, maybe you should try. Why not? If you like to surf big waves, if you like to challenge yourself, if you like to understand yourself, why not? So I started training, like, of course, I don't went straight away. I trained in 1 year to surf this wave.
Why do you think there are so few, as we heard before, it's a very male-dominated sport, right? Why are there so few female surfers going after the big waves like yourself?
Well, I think in all the sports, first this sport, it's new. You have like 7, 8 years here in Europe. And of course, we're going to see more women, but it's not an easy sport. And it has a lot of sponsors too. And And I think most of the women, sometimes they're afraid too, but we're going to see more and more.
I'm afraid too. So.
Yeah, but you're a good surfer. Now you start to surf.
You talk about the explosion of the surf, right? Community and how the sport has changed over time. When I came to Portugal to build the hotel in 2017, it was like a very novel thing to go to Nazaré and to see what's happening. Now there's a lot of spectators. So what has changed? Where is this coming from?
Well, it changed a lot. It's always there, two sides of the coins, But I think it changed for the good, Like now surf, it's for everyone. And I tell you, it's like a beautiful sport because it's the only sport for me. It's like you're living in a moment. You be aware you are there. And it's so difficult in this time you are in the moment. And when you are in the water, you connect straight away to the ocean. And to be able to have like hotel and be a connection with the surf, I think it's the best.
I think one of the things that is almost like a demystifying fact is, as you say, surfing is for everybody, right? I mean, you also, beside being a big wave surfer, you also...
Not big waves, it's not for everyone. But the surf,
But surf is for everybody. So you have a surf school. So where do you pick up? I mean, you taught my 6-year-old to surf this year.
And he will be a good surfer.
But like almost everybody can join the work. Can you talk a bit about the school and people coming to Ericeira to kind of experience the water?
Well, most of the people, they go to Ericeira to spend 1 week or in a hotel, Aethos, or in the place, and to have like experience of a surf. Of course, you can have experience of 1 day, but if you guys stand like 1 week, you get the connection straight away. And Ericeira, it's a place of surf, and have like the best waves of the world, they say, and it's the world represented, so is the good place to start to learn. And already I passed a lot of students in my school, and the most beautiful thing to see is the big smile they get out when they surf a wave. Right. Because it's true. Of course, people are, but it's so difficult. I guarantee it's not difficult because now you start to use the big boards, and I can guarantee in one class you already stand up.
Right. No, it's amazing. I want to talk just a little bit more about Ericeira because I think it's one of those locations in Europe that is not really as well known as it probably should be. In the nomad community of, like, let's say digital nomads, it's already exploding, right? There's a lot of folks that, especially during the pandemic, that came to Ericeira to work and surf and work from anywhere. Did you feel that as well, that was happening?
Well, a lot. Now, like Ericeira, you speak English, right, and it's nice to see because it's getting like a nice community. And I never forget, like one person say, Joana, where the hippies are, the surfers are, is where the beautiful people. So I think it's nice because you go to Ericeira, you see nice people, like everybody's a big smile, like in a beach, like in a parties, but it's all the environment you live there. It's like, yeah.
And so, actually, the last thing I wanted to show you, if you can put it on, we would love to invite actually anybody here to experience this. Nazaré obviously is more of a spectator sport. You go and see it, but this is if you see it here, this is the hotel that we built on the cliff of Ericeira. And for anybody here at DLD, you just type in DLD into the booking engine and you get a 20% discount. But what I would love for everybody to do is come to Portugal anytime this year, and Joana will be there to help you either progress in your skills, because it's from the beginners all the way to experts, right?
Exactly. Where I have a surf school where I work with Aethos and Benjamin, it's a pleasure. So we teach like from the beginner to someone already surf, and we have like experience. The only place we have like this experience, like bringing people who want to see the big waves in a jet ski. We provide these too, but.
So you need to repeat that again. You're taking people up. If you go onto the last picture, you take people up on the big wave, and just before it breaks, you're taking a left turn. And so that's also an option. Yes,
No,
you
I
can do
see.
that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways, I think it's an amazing experience. I highly encourage you to if you're not already a surfer, which many people in Munich of course are, but if you're not a surfer yet, it's a great way to experience the water and experience nature. And Joana can also take you to Nazaré and allow you to really experience this giant monster, as they call it. So with that, I think we can say thank you very much. Thank you, Joana.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody here.
Thank you.